Hey guys, in this video, we're going to get into a story that seems to have been conveniently overlooked by our friends in the so-called mainstream news media. It's about Rashida Tlaib's Hamas connections. Tlaib is the anti-Israel representative from Michigan. We have uncovered her dangerous connections to the terrorist group Hamas. There are 6 of them that we know about so far. With all the talk of genocide coming from Tlaib recently, you're going to want to hear about these connections to Hamas. So let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back. So about 2 weeks ago, the New Canary Mission dropped a bombshell story. They revealed that Rashida Tlaib, yes, the same Tlaib who's known for her unique views on Israel, she had not 1, not 2, but 3 members of Hamas doing fundraising for her. The mainstream media, silent as a grave, which is probably why you haven't heard this story before. The New Canary Mission, diligent as ever, has now discovered 3 additional Hamas fundraisers linked to Tlaib's 2018 campaign. That brings our total to 6, a veritable who's who among Hamas-connected activists. I believe Rashida Tlaib is a Hamas activist. Guys like Mufwak Jabara, Sheikh Mohammed Katan, these guys. Ring any bells? They should. These are the same people linked to an organization that killed 30 Americans and kidnapped a dozen more. And yet, despite these revelations, not a single mainstream outlet has picked up on this scandal. That's just astonishing to me. Or maybe not so much, considering their track record. Let's break this down further. Canary Mission confirms at least 6 Hamas-linked activists who fundraised for Tlaib during her 2018 congressional campaign. It doesn't stop there. Tlaib's connections weave a tangled web with the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, and even a guest of honor at her swearing in that is linked to the terror group. The Black for Palestine activist group that Tlaib co-founded in 2015 worked publicly with terrorists from the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine no less than 8 times from 2016 to 2020. Gee, do you think ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, Washington Post, you think any of them could have known that? Probably. And even a guest of honor was at her swearing-in ceremony who was linked to a terror group. Fatah activist Mazen Dola, who is the cousin of a terrorist who lured an Israeli teenager online for a date and then murdered him in cold blood in 2001. A Tlaib 2018 fundraiser host who met with Mufwak Jabara, Hamas co-founder, in an Israeli jail praised the terrorist who killed U.S. Army veteran Taylor Force. Another fundraiser for Tlaib was allied with multiple terror groups, and a third convicted by an Israeli military court for providing support to Hamas. Rashida Tlaib is connected to at least 6 terror-linked activists who all served as co-hosts for fundraisers for her 2018 congressional campaign. Hello, media? That wasn't a story? Just a day after the squad member was censured by the House for promoting anti-Semitism, Canary Mission, an organization that monitors Jew hatred across the country, says it has identified 3 new Tlaib fundraisers who are all connected to terrorism. And how did our fake news media report on this? Let's just say their search engines must be broken. The New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, NBC, the list of zeros goes on and on. Even Fox News seems to have dropped the ball here. Shocking? Maybe not. Okay, so how did the mainstream media keep you informed about this important issue? Well, the New York Times, 0 stories, although 2 older and unrelated links do come up. The search term Tlaib Hamas produces 22 links from the past month, but none of them about her potential links to Hamas as detailed by Canary Mission. The Washington Post, 0. The search term Tlaib Hamas only produces 2 links, neither of them pertinent. Detroit Free Press, 0. Associated Press, almost 800 returns, but nothing on either Canary Mission report. An attempt to drill down with the search term Tlaib Canary Mission narrowed it down to 253 non-pertinent returns. Reuters, 0. CNN, 1 hit on a link to a video of Tlaib tearing up during her defense against the censure motion. but nothing on the Canary Mission reports. CNN search functions are terrible and rudimentary, but a search on Tlaib Hamas doesn't seem to generate any link to coverage of Canary Mission's reports, although it does produce a link to CARE's claims of unprecedented Islamophobic bias complaints. Now, those three, Associated Press, Reuters, and CNN, we recently did a video pointing out that they accept photos from freelance photographers who work for them who were embedded with Hamas on October 7. Yeah, you can believe it. All right, let's move on. NBC News, 0. Again, Tlaib Hamas also doesn't return any story covering the Canary Mission reports, but it does return a lot of non-pertinent coverage. ABC News, 0 pertinent returns. CBS News, 0 pertinent returns. CBS's search function does not return a unique URL. Fox News, good luck using their search feature. It's worse than CNN's. I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that they did mention the Canary Mission report somewhere. But get this, the New York Post, 0. Maybe we shouldn't give Fox News, the same parent company, the benefit of the doubt after all. For that matter, News Corp's Wall Street Journal hasn't covered it either. Al Jazeera, 0. I expected nothing more from them, of course. So what does this all mean? It means that while the mainstream media busies itself with trivialities and distractions, the real stories, the ones about potential links between elected officials and terrorist sympathizers, get buried. It's up to you, the American people, to ask the hard questions because clearly no one else will. All right, stay vigilant, American. Remember, just because the media isn't talking about it doesn't mean it's not happening. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and share our videos with like-minded friends who want to stay informed with what's really going on. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.
Laughed at the mall 'cause your mama forgot. I know it hurt.